Indie games never stop surprising me with the mix and mash of different ideas. I have seen indie horror games mix up a lot of different elements and get some really cool results. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a game that mixes 8-bit pixel colorful visuals with a dark story, retro horror music, and top-down adventure gameplay. Hi everyone, my name is Jeremy and this is my non-spoiler review for Sunshine Manor for the Nintendo Switch. The game was developed by Fossil Games and published by Handpicked Games. Sunshine Manor follows the story of Ada, a young girl who goes into an abandoned mansion with her friends as part of a dare. However, as soon as they step in, things go south. And now it is up to you to find your friends and solve the supernatural problem that is plaguing this mansion, all with the help of your newfound psychic powers. The game's story is told through hand-drawn cutscenes, dialogue, and voice-acted tapes. So let's talk about the visuals of this game. This game goes for an 8-bit pixel art style that looks super adorable. It's very colorful and cartoony and oozes a lot of personality, not only because of the visuals but because of the dialogue too. However, don't get fooled by the colorful art style, because there is quite a few gory scenes in this game, and that contrast makes the visuals of this game very special and adds to its personality. In terms of performance, all I can say is that the game ran at a consistent frame rate, and if I'm not mistaken, it's running at 30 FPS. I encountered only one glitch or bug in the game, and it has to do with the saving system. For some reason, sometimes when you're gonna save the game, instead of saving it, it loads the file, which was very annoying, but I'll get more into that later on. So let's talk about the music of this game. This game's soundtrack has like a 70s, 80s synth horror music vibe that is incredible and creates a super interesting atmosphere throughout the game. There's this little detail that they did that I really loved, where in the hub area of the game there's barely any music, but when you go to the stages or the demon realm, which I'll explain later, there's always a really cool soundtrack and it's very diverse. Each stage has a different soundtrack and they all sound very different and very cool. So let's talk about the gameplay. Sunshine Manor is an 8-bit top-down horror adventure game that focuses on story, exploration, and fighting. The objective of the game is to help a young-looking ghost save all of his ghost friends so that he can help you find and save your friends. The main area of the game is Sunshine Manor and will serve like a hub area. You will have to explore the mansion to find the different ghosts that you need to help. In terms of what you can do, you have psychic abilities with which you can attack by forming a circle and releasing it, or you can dash. Each time you use either of them, you consume your magic bar, and you will have to wait a few seconds for it to fill back up again. As you explore the mansion, whenever you see furniture moving, you can use your psychic attack to bring the ghosts out of hiding and talk to them. They will always ask you to find or do something for them in the mansion. You can only carry 3 key items at a time. As you explore the mansion, there's one monster that is a recurrent enemy that whenever he appears you have to stun him or stay away from him, because if he gets you, it's game over. Once you complete the task that the ghost gave you, you will be transported to the demon realm where that ghost is truly trapped. This other dimension is visually different from the mansion but follows the same or similar floor plan. These dimensions function like stages in the game, where you need to collect certain items or do something to free the ghost. These stages are filled with enemies or obstacles or both, and you will have to maneuver your way to complete your task. Each demon realm mixes up the basic gameplay loop. In some stages, for example, you will have platforming, and I have to explain here that there's no jumping in this game, and when I refer to platforming in this case, I mean moving with precision between platforms to not fall. In other stages, for example, will have you driving a ship in the water and dodging obstacles. These are just examples of the many ways the game keeps the gameplay loop interesting and engaging. You have 4 HP, meaning you can only take 4 hits before you die, and there's no autosave feature in this game, so you will have to save in mirrors that function as save points. You heal by saving the game or by finding a coin and using it on the vending machine that is found in every demon realm. At the end of every stage, you will have to face off against the demon in charge of the area, and this will play out in different ways depending on the stage. It may be a boss fight, a chase sequence, or something else entirely. Once you complete the stage, you get sent back to Sunshine Mansion to look for the next ghost, and there will always be little details that keep changing in the mansion because the story keeps progressing forward. It is important to note that the ghosts appear in order, and there are a total of 4 of them. Sunshine Manor is a short game, and it takes around 2 to 3 hours to complete. So let's talk about the cons and the pros of this game, and I'm gonna start out with the cons because I don't have much to criticize about this game, but I have 2 things to point out. First of all, the saving glitch, which I mentioned earlier. For some reason, whenever I save the game in one of the mirrors, at times instead of saving, the game will load the file that was there, meaning that I would have to repeat what I had already done, and it was very annoying. I did manage to find a way to work around this, but I'm not sure if it's 100% guaranteed that it works. What you need to do is not save on the same file. You need to keep rotating the files and the glitch shouldn't activate, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, it was super annoying and I found myself repeating the same sections of the game 2 or 3 times because of that stupid glitch. Hopefully it's something that they patch out soon. The second thing that I would have to criticize of the game, at least in my opinion, is the lack of an autosave. Between the save glitch, in dying in certain sections that were a little bit annoying, I kept having to repeat certain sections of the game that took me around 10 to 15 minutes to repeat. If there was an auto-save feature, this would not have been a problem at all. So let's talk about the pros of this game. First of all, the music. That 70s or 80s retro synth horror music soundtrack is incredible and is truly above average. I was jamming to the music throughout the entire game and enjoying myself every step of the way. Secondly, the visuals. The 8-bit pixel art style with the colors and the cute looking sprite work mixed in with the gory scenes of the game and the dark story, it was a delight to look at throughout the entire game. And last but not least, the gameplay. I found the base gameplay loop to be simple, but they kept finding ways to make it diverse, varied, and interesting. And this kept me engaged throughout the entire game. I had a lot of fun and did not get bored at all. So in conclusion, Sunshine Manor has a winning formula with the elements that it weaved together. The 8-bit colorful pixel art style created harmony with the dark story, superb retro horror soundtrack, and fun and always varied gameplay. This game is sure to become a classic, and I can't wait to see what's the next chapter for this horror franchise. For this reason, I recommend Sunshine Manor for the Nintendo Switch. So that's gonna be it for my non-spoiler review. The link to the game's page will be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with our content.